Hi Best Buds, it's Cathy with Cathy's Garden, and I'm so happy that you joined me today. Today we're going to take one page, we're going to make a journaling card that has 3 pockets. But first let's have our shout out to ex-Cajun Grandma, Katrina, Sunshine Girl, Marjo Loves Art, Delo, Elizabeth, and Harriet. I appreciate each and every one of you. I have some different types of paper here. I have music paper. I have a beautiful digital from Chapter 1 papers. I have basic coffee dyed paper. And I have a page from a book. I thought that we could make these, and I could show you what they look like when you use different types of paper. Now, are my papers all the same size? No, I don't think so. I think, no, they're not all the same size. Let's see, what size are they? Let's see if there's any that are the same size. They're all different sizes, guys. Okay, the music paper is almost 11 by 7.5. Now you can make these any size that you want. Let's just start with this one. What we want to do is we want to fold it the long way in half. There we are. Now we're going to take the corner, open it up, and we're going to take this corner and we're going to fold it down, straight down. Pull it over here. Let's just fold it straight down, just like that. Now this is where it's going to determine the length of your journaling card when you get finished. You take the bottom and you turn it up. Now it's also going to affect how large you're going to have your pocket at the top. Right now, if I fold it there, it's going to be, this is about 6 inches, but let's go ahead and let's make it 6.5. So I'm just going to, I'm using my grid just to kind of see. It's going to be a little over 6.5, but that's okay. I think that looks good. We're going to take this part right here, the top. So we folded it up, and it looks like this. We're taking the top part, and we're going to fold it straight down, just like that. And that's how that looks. Now let's do that again. Let's use the digital. Now if you have a digital, the music paper was the same, well, you know, it had music, not the same music, but it had music on the front and the back. This one, the digital, it has the digital on the front and then coffee dyed on the back. Now I found when I was making these that if you want your digital to show, you should fold it so it's on the inside of this fold right here, as opposed to folding it like this. So let me show you what I mean. Let's fold this in half, just like this. Give it a good crease. Now you can fold it this way, or you could turn it over. Now my one I just did, I folded it this way. I think it's just because I'm right-handed. But I'm going to go ahead and continue to fold it this way. Let's fold it down. We're taking the bottom part and we're folding it up, remembering that this is how you determine how long your pocket's going to be, or your tag, I'm sorry, how long your tag's going to be. This would be, let's see, 6 inches if I fold it here. I think I'm going to do 6.5. So I'm just trying to find my halfway point here and give it a good crease right here. Alrighty, so we look like this. Now I'm going to take this one, remember it's folded up, the 2 pieces. I'm going to take this piece and I'm going to fold it. I'm a little off right here, so I'm going to straighten this up here. I'm going to fold it straight down. just like that. Now, let's bring in, that's really pretty, isn't it? Let's bring in this one. This one's not as wide, it's slender. But did you notice that there's a gap right here? There's no gap on this one at all. Someone's going to say what size of paper this is. Let's just look and see what size it is. It's about 10.5 by 8. Okay, those are approximate, guys. Measuring is not my thing. Let's go ahead and use just a plain coffee dyed copy paper. We'll fold it in half. Let's do it this way. We'll fold this one over straight down. Give it a good crease. This is where we determine how long our journaling card's going to be. We have been doing 6.5, so let's continue to do that. I think that's a little shorter than my other ones. We'll take, this is 2 pieces, we'll take the top and we'll fold it straight down. Just like that. It looks just like that. It's hard to see because we haven't inked anything, but I think you can catch where the folds are. Now let's try this page. This one happens to be 8.5, a little over 8.5 by 11. I want to fold it the long way. Give it a crease. I'm going to take the corner, and am I getting any picture here? I've got a picture here. What happens here? I think I want it this way. I'm going to fold it down, just straight down. It's like this. Okay, and then I'm going to take this and I'm going to fold it up. And that's 7. I'm not going to fold it any shorter. So you could actually make these for those tall junk journals, right? It would be a great one for that. Now look here, I cannot fold it any straighter than that. So we've got a little gap on this side. Remember the one that I showed you, the music one? It had a gap on the bottom, but that's okay. I'm going to show you how you can fix that. So let's go ahead and talk about, I don't know which one I want to decorate. I'm really liking this one a lot. Let's work on these two. These two right here, oh, there's a little gap right here. That's okay. I can show you how to fix that. We're going to set these aside. If you take this to your sewing machine and you want to sew it, you just open it up and you'll want to sew this part first, and then you'll sew this part. So where you folded it down, you would want to sew. Then you'd want to sew this part right here across, and this one across, and then you can sew it all the way around. Okay, so I'm going to take just a moment. I'm going to ink this up. I'm going to grab a few things we can decorate this with, and we'll get to decorating. All right, so I've grabbed a few things, and let's talk about our pockets. Now you can leave it like this and glue it down, but maybe you want to break it up a little bit. You can always take, for instance, maybe some book page. Let's just trim this here, and you could cover the pocket, or maybe you want to stick something here and break up the pockets in that way. You could do that. You could maybe use script and a journaling card and glue it in and break it up that way. You could also use scraps of your digitals and slip them in there so that it would break up the way it looks. So there's lots of things that you can do with that. Maybe you've used paper and it's very, very thin. This would definitely strengthen your paper if you wanted to break up your pockets and add a little something else to them. So that's just a suggestion. So let's go ahead and let's glue these down. Now in my examples, I have sewn all of mine, and I explained how I did that. So right now, let's just glue them down. So I'm going to glue down my flap right here. Then I'm going to glue down my other flap right here. And then let's go ahead and glue this down as well. Actually, I think I better glue the inside down first. This folded part right here. I think that might be very important. Whoops, and I glued where I wasn't supposed to. Did you notice that, guys? Got a little crazy with my glue there. And I glued where I wasn't supposed to. That is a pocket. Okay, don't do it like that, guys. Do not do it like that. That was not very smart. Okay, problem. Don't glue it like that. I sewed mine, so I was just like, oh, just glue it up. That's a pocket, Cathy. You can't glue it like that. We're going to let that dry. We're going to come back to this one. Now let's think about that. So if this is a pocket and this is a pocket, we don't need to glue the inside at all. Not even a little bit. All right, so let's do that again, because that was like a big mistake. All right, let's glue our flap down. Retake. Glue the flap down. Then we're going to glue this flap down. I bet some of you were screaming, don't do that, you'll glue your pocket shut. And I didn't hear you. Now, this is a pocket, this is a pocket, and this is a pocket. So with that said, we just need to glue the side down. Like this. Probably should have glued the other side down too, right guys? Man, what sewing does mess you up when you just sewed it and it wasn't a problem, and then you go to glue it and it's like, egads, what on earth? There, now I still have my pockets, right guys? And I'm pretty sure I still have my pockets. Let's look. Let's grab something for being a pocket here. This is a pocket. This is a pocket, and this is a pocket. Yeah, that's where we have to glue it. All right, let's try that again with the music paper. Now, we have already glued down our flaps. Then all we have to glue is we need to glue these two sides right here. So we're going to glue this side and this side. When you mess up, it's okay. Just keep going, figure it out, and it will be all right. So now we have our pocket here. Well, hopefully we have our pocket here. Yeah, it's a little tacky. It's a little tacky from being glued shut. So we've got our pocket here. Push it all the way down. You can hear it crunching. And we've got our pocket here. And we have our pocket here. My goodness. Okay. All righty. Now this one turned out to be a little over 3.5, 3 3/4 by 6.5. And this one turned out to be 4 3/4, or 4 1/4, 4 1/4 by 7. Okay, I think we'd like to decorate this one right here. So to fix this problem right here, maybe that doesn't bother some of you. I'd like to fix that myself. I think I would like it fixed. So I'm simply going to take the corner off of my paper so that it will be in line with that. And I'm just going to add some glue right here. And then just lay my, well, first I want to ink this up just a tiny bit. Okay, and lay it right, get some glue on there. Lay it right there. Let's see if I can get it as straight as possible. There, that's a little better. Just like that. And then I'm going to trim it off. So, there we go. Oh, I think that's really a sweet pocket. Very, very sweet. Now, I have some things that we can decorate this with. I've got some lace, some net, some seam binding. Look, this is the Hug Snug seam binding, 100 yards, woven edge rayon. It's really nice, and it takes coffee dyeing. Excellent. I coffee dyed this. I just have a piece left. Look how nice that coffee dyed. Beautiful. You get this on Amazon. So let's see here. I've got a little bit of material, little piece of scrap. I have a digital fussy cut right here that might go nicely. I just grabbed a few things. I'm not even sure I want all of that. I think I just want maybe just a little bit of it. And I'm not cutting it straight either. Maybe I just want a tiny bit. I'm not sure if I want it at all. We're just looking and seeing how this is going. And then what else do I have? I have my dish. I have a few things in my dish. I have a button. I don't know, maybe I'd rather have a button on here instead of the rose. I'm not sure. Well, that's kind of sweet like that. I have some of those flat back pearls. That would be nice. I have a digital or a label from Shabbydabbydoodah. That's kind of pretty with it. What else do I have? I have some net. That's really sweet. I kind of like that. I do have some lace, some white lace. I could lay that down there. I could put it on the top. We could put it down the side. That's what we need to do. I really thought I wanted to maybe make a little bow here, possibly, and put it underneath the button. That's what I was thinking that I might want to do. That's a little way too big. How about a little smaller? I'm just making some loops. I'm not even squishing it or tying it or anything. Adding a little glue. I'm not sure I'm going to use it, but I think we could just see how it might look if we place it maybe underneath. Okay, well, I'm getting some ideas here, so let's move this out of the way. Let's move this out of the way. I do think I want the button instead of the flower. Maybe pop that on there as well. Let's first put on our lace. So I'd like it to go, I think I'd like it to go so the lace is on the inside. Laying my hot glue down because I'm using hot glue. It's quick, it's easy, it's really great for making videos. And I'm just placing it down there, yet that really is sweet. This paper is very sweet. I'm looking for my little tiny scissors. I have no idea what I've done with them. Oh, here they are. Here they are. Can you hear my little puppy? she's talking to us. She has just woken up, and she wants me to come downstairs to say hello to her. That's what that's all about. Now, let's see. We've got our beautiful number label, and it's kind of in a pinky color, and I think that's why it looks so pretty. We've got our pieces of material. I do like that. Oh, I think that's really sweet. You know, I want to put a little bit of, let's see, I've got a whole bunch of things coming on with me. A little bit of the thread. I always like to put thread on my button, in my button, like it's been actually sewn. So I'm just added that, just like this. Just added it, and I think it really adds a lot. Just a tiny, it's that tiny bit of darker color, and I think that's really pretty. So I think we need to glue our label down first. That's the first thing we need to do. So let's get our label glued down right here. And then let's lay our fabric down. So I'm just going to put a line of glue, just lay it down here, a line of glue, and it is in two pieces, but because I cut it, but I kind of like it in two pieces. I don't know why, but I do. I like the way that looks. And maybe we could just scrunch this up and not have it into a bow, and just maybe just scrunch it. Let's take the two ends together and then maybe find the middle and push it down. What do we think of that? I like it. So how are we going to get it glued down? Just in between the pieces, there. And then maybe pull this one over here, and then this one over here. It kind of resembles a bow, kind of like, a little. And then we can maybe add our net then. It's too big of a piece, I think. Sorry about all the glue on my fingers, you guys. And then maybe add our button. Oh my goodness, I think that is adorable. I really do. I think that's super sweet. Now let me see the ones that we've already made. I have made this one right here, and I've got the little cards that I used for this one, and we'll just use them for this one and pop them in. Now this one unfolds. It's longer, but I folded it to fit in. Oh my goodness, is that not pretty? Now on the back, the way this one worked out is that you've got a little journaling space here. Now on the, where is the, oh, what happened to the, here it is, the music one. The music one doesn't have that. The music one has music. Now, if you like that, then that's just great. But if you don't, you could always take a piece of coffee dyed paper and just, you know, glue it on the back, or maybe glue a section on the back, or a piece that you can journal on. You can always do that. So the ones that I've made have coffee dyed paper on the back. Now I did not put a little tab, and I was going to do that, so let's do that, because I really think that the tab, let me get these so you can see, the tab really adds a little something to it, don't you think? The tab's right here. So since we used this paper right here, it is a chapter 1 paper, and I've got my tab punch right here. let's go ahead and let's fold this, maybe something like this, and then just punch right there. And then I'm going to grab my sponge and I'm going to ink it up a little bit if I can hang on to it. Ink it up just to give it that look that the rest of the piece has. And then simply, oh, we didn't even put our pearls on here. We haven't finished this at all, you guys. Which one do I like? Do I like this one or this one? I like this one right here. I'm going to actually glue these together first. And I know some people are saying, you can punch those out together. Well, I kind of just do it this way. I know I could punch them together, but I don't know why, but I like it this way. So I'm going to add my glue right here because I want to put it on the back side like this. Okay, that's really cute on there. Oh yeah, that's just what that needed. And I think it needs a few little pearls as well. So let's see here. How about this? And we'll put these maybe right down here. Sure, why not? Let's put these right down here. Okay. And then let's put the rest right up there, just like that. So I'm going to lay some glue down, and I'm going to put my pearls first, get them anchored, and then lay the rest of my glue down, and then I can lay my pearls easier that way. Oh yes, that did just finish it off. Oh, I think this is so sweet, you guys. There's that coffee dyed, what did we call that stuff? Seam binding? I don't even know where I put it. Okay, I'm sorry, I don't know. Here it is. Seam binding. This stuff. Coffee dye. And then there's this one. This one's kind of busy, but I still think it turns out really sweet because when you put your cards in here, it definitely breaks it up, and then it's not so busy once you do that. Look how cute that is. Oh, you guys, I absolutely love this video. I love this project as well, and I hope that you agree. And if you do, please give me a thumbs up. I invite you to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in my next video. I'll see you there, guys. Bye now.